How's the royal family? I pray that everyone is doing well. Well, my royal family is one of them type of videos. I had told y'all the other day, when you see juicy on the end of these titles, go get your shit. Grape juice, plenty ice, plenty lemon. And I want y'all to lean all up in it. All right? Now, my royal family, I have been trying my best not to do any Herschel Walker videos. As I can recall, I think this is my first one. Y'all would know better than I because it becomes a cluster. Lord, a cluster. I have a bonus, my royal family. And this bonus is extremely important. Just to keep on your frontal lobe what Herschel is all about. Now, I deliberately put up this collage of pictures because we can see that Herschel Walker has had a long, lasting, standing relationship with Donald Trump. And, usually people who think on a certain level, they draw. It's like this on YouTube. If you're listening to this channel, we pretty much somewhat think alike. But the difference on this channel is I encourage folks to do their own thinking. All right? So if anybody's new to the True Royal family, and my backup channel is True Royal, I encourage that. You may disagree with me. I'm not going to jump down your throat for disagreeing with me. It ain't about that. And there have been folks who have emailed me and we have had disagreements and they are utterly shocked at my response. I have sense enough to know when people are assassinating my character. I sit back and I read late at night how the royal family interact with each other. And the only thing I ask is not to assassinate anybody's character. All right? If you don't agree, you don't agree. But then sometimes you got this special type of person that really, when I read what I read, I was like, really, Herschel Walker, that you're nothing more than a form of entertainment. And they can blame this all on the Democratic Party. And I don't care about none of these parties. I don't vote whatsoever. But this is coming from the Republican Party. And Herschel, somewhere in his psyche, or if he got one, because we know he got mental health issues too, think that he can say whatever. He gets up on that podium and, stuff fly out of his mouth. Herschel Walker, you are not Donald Trump whatsoever. So my royal family, I have an audio and 2 videos. Not installed. You done got your shit. Lean all up in it. So let's listen to this audio.
Walker mocked over false claim he was FBI agent. Humiliating lie by Dara Roche. Georgia Republican U.S. Senate candidate Herschel Walker has been widely panned following a report that he falsely claimed to be a police officer and an FBI agent. Walker claimed in 2017 that he was with the Cobb County Police Department in Georgia, but the department has now told the Atlanta Journal-Constitution it has no record of him working there. His campaign said he was an honorary deputy, but the police department could not confirm this. Walker also falsely claimed to have been an FBI agent in 2019 despite not being an agent, though he participated in a week's training at the FBI school in Quantico, Virginia. The former football star reportedly told an audience in 2019, "I spent time at Quantico at the FBI training school. Y'all didn't know I was an agent?" Social media users slammed Walker, with many accusing him of being a liar. Walker is running in the Senate race against incumbent Senator Raphael Warnock, a Democrat. Occupy Democrats, a group that supports progressive Democrats, tweeted that Walker must suspend his campaign after he was caught in a humiliating lie as it was exposed that he falsely claimed to have worked as a police officer and even an FBI agent. Herschel Walker is the first person I've seen who actually lies more often than Donald Trump. Makes sense that they love each other so much, tweeted Matthew Sheffield, founder of media platform Flux and who describes himself as post-conservative. Walker was endorsed by former President Donald Trump in the Georgia Republican Senate primary, and some Twitter users highlighted that connection. Bakari Sellers, former member of the South Carolina House of Representatives, shared the Atlanta Journal-Constitution story and tweeted, "He may literally be the only person who lies more than Trump." Comedian Steve Hofstetter wrote Herschel Walker, after falsely claiming to have been an FBI agent, said, "You all didn't know I was an agent?" "No, we didn't. Because you were never an FBI agent." Herschel Walker lies so often I'm starting to wonder if he ever played football, Hofstetter added. Anthony Michael Kreis, a law professor in political science at Georgia State University, tweeted, "At this rate, it appears that the only title Herschel Walker has failed to falsely claim for himself is Miss Georgia World 1976. Herschel Walker is simply one of the worst candidates for major office any of us will ever see," wrote Simon Rosenberg, founder of liberal think tank New Democrat Network. "Herschel Walker just can't stop lying," tweeted John Cooper, former Long Island campaign chair for former President Barack Obama. In the past, Walker has falsely claimed to have graduated from the University of Georgia, as well as wrongly saying he was high school valedictorian and that he had founded a charity for veterans. Walker had also made headlines during his primary campaign for questioning evolution and asking, "Why are there still apes?" The Walker campaign told Newsweek in a statement on Tuesday, Herschel studied criminal justice at UGA, University of Georgia, and has supported and worked with law enforcement for years, including speaking to police about mental health, leading a women's self-defense training, participating in the FBI Academy at Quantico, and being awarded honorary deputy status in Cobb, along with 3 other Georgia counties. Herschel has always supported our law enforcement and believes Raphael Warnock's plan to defund the police is irresponsible and dangerous, the statement said. Update June 14, 2022, 10:10 a.m. ET.
All right. Are we going to get deeper into Herschel Walker's many lies? But y'all have to keep this on your frontal lobe, my royal family. Someone is donating to his campaign. He has a staff of people that works for him. Now, we know that Herschel Walker has avoided any debates. And I don't know how much longer that he can avoid these things. And it is a strong possibility that they will vote this fool in. Don't take this light. Even though we are making a mockery out of this coon, someone is donating millions of dollars to this coon. And Herschel Walker, when you corner him, every time he opened his mouth, he say something dumb. He say something that people are going to do fact finding. All right? So I don't know how much longer he gonna get away with this. But this is some dangerous stuff, because this is a possibility that he will be voted in. Because, see, people will vote in idiots like this because, I mean, he's really an easy puppet string to use. I mean, it's a no-brainer with Herschel Walker. Let's not lose sight of the silly shit that comes out of his son's mouth. Look at what his loins have produced. Herschel Walker is been mentally gone. He was born this way. He was raised this way. Keep that on your frontal lobe. So we're going to get into this next video that I want to play.
Lying as Herschel Walker. Lying again. This time he's lying about, he used to be an FBI agent and a county police officer. Yeah. Georgia Republican Herschel Walker has been widely panned following a report that he falsely claimed to be a cop and an FBI agent. This is coming out of Newsweek. Walker claimed in 2017, that he was with the Cobb County Police Department in the state of Georgia. But the department has now told the Atlanta Journal-Constitution it has no record of him ever working there. Then his campaign comes out with a statement. They say, oh, he was an honorary deputy. Now, come back to me for a second, because the campaign, they don't realize they messed up. And media has not caught this yet. Herschel said he worked for the Cobb County Police Department. The campaign responds, oh, no. He was an honorary deputy. That's what he said. Hey, I called. Cobb County Police Department, they do not have deputies. They do not have honorary deputies. It does not exist. The campaign could not even get the lie to cover up the lie correct. All right, there's more. The campaign said he was an honorary deputy, but the police department could not confirm this. Walker also falsely claimed to have been an FBI agent in 2019, despite not being an agent, though he participated in a week's training at the FBI school in Quantico, Virginia. The former football star reportedly told an audience in 2019, and I quote, I spent time at Quantico at the FBI training school. Y'all didn't know I was an agent? No, bruh, we did not know you were an agent because, sir, you were not. Now, it's not missed upon me that this may be an expression of the mental health condition of Herschel Walker. And I do not besmirch anyone who's suffering from a mental health challenge. The issue is get help. Try to seek opportunity for remedy. Now, according to Herschel Walker, white Jesus has cured him of all of his mental health deficiencies. But those who work close with him, they tell another story. There's more. Occupy Democrats, a group that supports progressive Democrats, tweeted that Walker, and I quote, must suspend his campaign after he was caught in a humiliating lie as it was exposed that he falsely claimed to have worked as a police officer and even an FBI agent. Now, here's another part not being mentioned. It is against the law to impersonate a law enforcement official. Wrong, ethically, yes, but also illegal. Now, yes, Herschel is to blame, but politicians in general are to blame as well. You all have set the bar so damn low that a prolific liar like Donald Trump and Herschel Walker become normative. Will this hurt Herschel Walker? No. Will the pro-police crowd all of a sudden be anti-Herschel Walker? No. There's more. In the past, Herschel Walker also falsely claimed to have graduated from the University of Georgia, as well as wrongly saying he was the high school valedictorian and that he founded a charity for veterans. Walker had also made headlines during his primary campaign for questioning evolution and asking why are there still apes. He lied about all of this and still won the Republican primary in a way that slaughtered the field. One of the top fundraisers in the Republican Party for this election cycle in the United States of America is Herschel Walker. Fascinating. Herschel Walker is controllable by the extreme elements of the Republican Party, including Trump himself. As long as he's willing to carry the water of white bigots in this nation, he will always have a place at their table to simply do one thing, not to challenge them and not to represent everyday people, but to represent that power structure. Adrian, thoughts on this?
You know, I automatically thought when I saw Herschel Walker saying all these things that were completely untrue, that he is just enjoying kind of a Trumpian time in politics, just saying whatever he wants. You know, he's next going to claim to be Miss Georgia. And then having a look at his background and whatnot and seeing that in 2001 he came out as an individual with dissociative personality disorder, which pretty much means split personalities, it kind of started to make sense. But then you also see part of his background, like he's been subject to red flag laws where guns have been taken away from him pursuant to a restraining order from his ex-wife. You see a lot of these behavioral issues that do raise significant concerns, because it's not necessarily a mental health issue, and I am not in any way trying to be ableist to say that he couldn't do the job. It's the fact that we do not have an individual in Herschel Walker who is running for office who has shown himself to be qualified to do the job and also to be able to put the people first. And we should be able to have leaders in our country who are candid and who are forthright and are ready to truly represent the people. And it definitely doesn't seem mental health issues withstanding or notwithstanding. That Herschel Walker doesn't stand for.
Yeah, and you got to imagine these are lies he tells while on stage. You have to lie.
And that is so true. It was extremely important that I played that video. Yes. Like I said, it's a strong possibility that he will be voted in. And what we are looking at, my royal family, is the complete erode respect, disrespect. These people that back him think that we are so damn stupid that they think that they can put one of ours, so-called ours, let's put that like that, let me clean up my language, that somebody that look like us but ain't us. And they think that we gonna go along with that. I mean, dude, really? I mean, outright lying. And that is an insult to our intelligence. A big insult. See, when Trump was in office, my royal family, I learned more things about the enemy and how the enemy thinks. And they want us to go along and get along with utter insanity. This is insane. And we don't deal with insanity. That's why I say we must use checks and balances, and they are not using checks and balances. I was taught this in high school about the government use checks and balances. Where is the checks and balances? No. But then when we speak core truth, the gospel truth, then there's a problem. Even when we speak core truth and the gospel truth about our own, I still got an influx of folks talking crazy to me because I do not support Grandmaster Jay. But you didn't hear clearly what I had to say. I even got people coming at me crazy about Kim Fox, and she is very unforgiving how she feel about the black man, and she has demonstrated even in her own household. And then you're gonna say, True Royal, you gotta come better than that? I don't play around here. But if I screw up, I will. Y'all can call me on the carpet. We done did many lives about when I done screwed up and said something and had it all wrong. You ain't gonna get too many people like me. And then you can't even deal with that. And I'm talking to my own. You can't deal with somebody like me because I'm not saying what you want to hear to satisfy your psyche. Is that going to address your immediate situation? This ain't no plaything, my royal family. Ain't no plaything whatsoever. So keep thinking that I'm talking out the side of my neck, and then when you have to deal with reality, don't come over here. Don't come over here and say, whoop, 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 because I don't want to hear it. I invite discussion. I invite disagreement. But if you come at me, I'm going to come for your jugular. I leave everything on the table, but I try my best to be respectful. Now, I said I had a bonus, my royal family, and before I play the bonus, this is something just for y'all to remember. All right, let me get this right. Let me refresh. Okay, I don't want to leave nothing off the table. Now, this video was put up February 11th, 2022. Report: Herschel Walker threatened shootout with police? Well, let's see what's really going on.
6 U.S. Senate candidate Herschel Walker talked about having a shootout with police. That's according to a 21-year-old police report recently obtained by the Associated Press.
And here's what we know. 11 Alive's Doug Richards taking us through the report, shedding new light on incidents of violence that the former football star has acknowledged as part of a troubled past.
Herschel Walker hasn't disputed accounts of incidents of domestic violence, attributing them to mental illness. But this new report has details that Walker's opponents say voters should find troubling. Police described Herschel Walker as the suspect in a January 2012 incident detailed in an Irving, Texas police report, where a girlfriend said Walker allegedly threatened to blow her head off during a dispute. 10 years earlier, Walker's therapist told police Walker was volatile and armed with a pistol. According to the Associated Press, that report says Walker talked about having a shootout with police. Walker was not arrested nor charged in either incident. Now, Walker is the Donald Trump-backed candidate for the U.S. Senate in Georgia.
One, I don't think there's a statute of limitation when it comes to threatening police, and that's a very serious charge. And I think it's actually a disqualifying charge, just in my opinion.
Gary Black is the state agriculture commissioner running against Walker in the GOP primary. Because of Trump's backing, the former Georgia football star appears to be the candidate to beat, despite incidents like those in Texas.
It does trouble me, but I think that's something we've all, as voters, got to decide.
Republicans are mostly unwilling to criticize Walker, including some like Butch Miller, who is running for lieutenant governor. Do you have any concerns about possibly running with Herschel Walker?
No concerns whatsoever. I just want all these other candidates to ride my coattails. Thank you very much.
That's a serious question.
That was a serious answer, but I'm glad it came out now instead of later. And so our Republican voters can take that in consideration when they go to the polls in May.
Do you view it as disqualifying of Walker?
Oh, I don't feel it disqualifying at all of Walker.
Walker's campaign told the AP that it's the media's fault that Walker's past continues to get scrutiny. Georgia voters will weigh in on the race 101 days from now. At the Capitol, Doug Richards, 11 Alive News.
Herschel Walker spoke with Axios back in December, advocating for people to confront mental health issues and saying that he was accountable for past violent behavior toward his ex-wife. Beyond that, he hasn't hosted many public events, nor has he spoken with many media outlets, even though we frequently have asked him for interviews as well.
All right, my royal family, let me shut that down. So, it was very important that y'all heard that last video. Herschel Walker has had many encounters with the police, but I see a consistent pattern with the Republican Party. They don't give a damn about women. When they said, when Trump was saying, "Make America Great Again," it was a lot in that. And one of those things that was in that was for their woman to shut the F up and produce babies. They don't care about her opinion. And remember, when Trump was in office, there were many of people that worked under him that had domestic violence issues with their women. Now that speaks volumes, because Herschel Walker exclusively only deal with the enemy's woman. He just got married to some fool. Some fool married him, and that was nothing no more to bolster him possibly getting in office. I will not be surprised if this puppet end up being in office, but he avoids a lot of things. So he is dumb enough to know he dumb, because he doesn't like to be confronted. But what these folks are playing with is a loaded gun, because he cannot deal with rejection. And that stuff that he is talking about, like they said, he's talking about behind the scenes, they know he lying through his teeth. And if you say, hey, wait a minute, that ain't true, homeboy's subject to go off. They might be dealing with a serious problem playing with somebody that have mental health issues, because I done did my research on him. Damn near every woman he done broke up with, he always say he gonna blow her brains out and then blow his brains out too. And let's not forget what he produced. I'm glad he didn't produce any more of that. But really, Herschel Walker? So nothing surprises me in Babylon. This is the side effects. This shows utter desperation. And it doesn't matter what party it is. All right? Now, I know what I have reported. Some of y'all gonna disagree. And one thing to get on bloggers' nerves, we know what we saying, and then y'all say that we say something totally different. Well, I can play my own damn receipts. And another thing, you a damn fool to come to this channel and say get to the point, and you didn't listen to the damn video. You're a damn fool. Yeah, I'm saying that because I want your ass off my channel. I didn't ask you to come here. All right? With your opinionated ass. So my royal family, was that juicy enough? Because it was juicy to me. Let me take one last sip, and then there's one more thing I want y'all to do. Oh, that's so good. So all y'all need to do is render your voice with your beautiful divine words. And it's always my royal family. I thank you for your love. I thank you for your support. And with that said, Ashe.